And since we're here, I'd like to tell you guys about my three that keep coming up to me. And I know due to this and chemical cylinder smoking, so not tobacco, more so chemicals, um, that these messages are significant, but I just stuck on that one. But here go the three, okay? Past life flash. Mushrooms, acid, was with the bro at the time in my childhood home, which is still within the circulation of those who share blood of I. And we made a song. I don't know if it was that, I don't remember if it was that um, day or that night or previously, but it was all the significance that my bro at the time, sun sign was my Lilith, Gemini, in my childhood home, had taken the medicines, LSD and mushroom, in a significant amount. And that song, Defy Him, you can listen to it on SoundCloud if you want. But gave me the flash of my past life. I was an Oriental woman with 8 kids, 8 children. I had no recollection of a male presence, father or dad. But I found that to be significant because I grew up with Laos individuals. My cousin and her brother, part dark skin and Laos. I see that connection. My Uncle Stacy, my mom, Gavin, so my mom and her brothers, my grandma, and I think her brothers and whatnot, I believe they're all my children. No, I know they're all my likewise of the children that I had in my past life. But I left that family in my past life in seeking of knowledge of self, my femininity, my magic, things of that nature. Then I think I took one of the youngest or two, and along the way, something was telling me I gave them to be or up or something so I could keep pushing. But how that correlates in this life is I'm doing it. I'm doing with that flash, or have been doing with that flash that I left for up until this point, even before I knew I was. And 2 children I had this life I didn't walk away from, but were taken via their other to help bring them into elsewhere. Out of sight, out of mind. I do not know. I do not funges. I don't deal with Saturn like that. A lot of things. Next one. Took a tab in this very abode. And on the floor in there, it said I was having like kind of an attack of sorts, but I wasn't panicking. It was like, breathe, breathe. Do your meditations, breathe. And not too long after I did, and not too long after that voyage, Snoop had announced that he had quit smoking, or that he was taking a break, but I thought it was serious that he had quit smoking. And Andre 3000 had just dropped his Air album, his flute album. So I took this as like, dang, maybe I should just slow down or stop smoking for a while, take a break. I did that around that time, you know. Another one was no one wants to fight. I had obtained back in my childhood home a sheet of LSD that was disguised as or a PlayStation membership, but I thought that it was what it turned out to be, but I wasn't sure. So I oh, it's just like this, but I was right. And then I took it to a homie at the time, uh, spot where he lived in is called Great Oaks. We know oaks are very significant and very great. And I took the most I ever took at one time, which was 2 tabs, and we did not know the what is it, UG, the dose amount of it, right? And I had gotten freaked out, like, yo, nobody else needs to do this. Like nobody else, this is not, it didn't feel right, clean or right or nothing. So I flushed it. I flushed it. Now I know you don't do that. I flushed it though. And I went and sat in the living room with his mom. And it was a kid in there. He's like, oh, fight, fight. And I just bust out crying. I'm like, nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to fight, meaning nobody wants to live. We want to thrive. I mean, nobody just wants to live to survive. We want to thrive. You know what I'm saying? We want to build our minds. We want to utilize the moments. You know what I'm saying? So nobody wants to fight. But life, less is a full experience, is set up to how it's all for our greater soul growth. It is. It really is. And look at it less so of fighting and as you creating a reality for yourself, either knowingly or unknowingly, that you definitely can handle, or else you wouldn't have manifested. And there's a lesson. The last one is that one. So it was those three psychedelic or medicine voyages that definitely turned out to be carried with me still now. You know what I'm saying? It helped me walk more in my knowing and embodiment of what my life's purpose and mission is this go around. What my lessons and extractions of to get to perfect, well, pure never perfect, you know, to have pure intentions of obtaining the best in my ability of soul knowledge and mind building to handle it. You know what I'm saying? And in my Eastern astrology, it says for my North Node or something up on the ends of moving forward, that I will know when at the moments of, you know. So I just wanted to share that for everyone to remember to utilize your medicines, intentionalize your medicines correctly. You know, before I do, I say I would like for whatever it is, lessons and need to come up within where I'm at to be able to handle it. Can we, you know, can we interface, you know? And so it is. And then I hold the space, and then I do what I do. You know, if I gotta walk, if I gotta, you know, I go by bodies of water, around trees, stay in the spaces where I be at, you know. So never around large crowds, but and that's how that went down. But yes,